As the festive season draws to a close, the Nigerian government is pleased to provide an update on the free transport service that was made available to citizens during this special time. The initiative, which was introduced to ease the burden of travel across the country during the holidays, saw a significant number of Nigerians benefiting from this gesture. The free transport service was designed not only to promote safe and convenient movement, but also to provide an opportunity for Nigerians to celebrate the season with their loved ones without the added financial strain of transportation costs. The service, which began in early December, was aimed at addressing the usual challenges associated with holiday travel, particularly the high cost of transportation. With the increased demand for travel during the end of year festivities, many Nigerians found themselves grappling with inflated fares and the difficulty of securing available transportation. In response, the government partnered with key transport providers to ensure that citizens could access, a 50% fare for the buses and, of course, free for the rail transportation, traveling to their destinations without the financial burden that often accompanies the festive season. The initiative specifically targeted major transport corridors and key routes, ensuring that Nigerians from diverse regions could benefit. This helped ensure that Nigerians could enjoy their holiday travels with a greater peace of mind, knowing that safety was a priority for both the passengers and the drivers involved in the program. As the initiative comes to an end, the government has expressed its commitment to continuing to prioritize the welfare of Nigerians, particularly in areas that directly affect their lives. The free transport service stands as a testament to the government's ongoing efforts to make the festive season more enjoyable and accessible for all citizens, irrespective of their socio-economic backgrounds. With such efforts, there is hope that future holiday seasons will see even more inclusive and far-reaching programs, further strengthening the bond among Nigerians and making the holiday a time for celebration and unity. Thanks for joining us. I am your carrier, Clinton. Welcome. With me in the studio for today's conversation is Musa Mohammed Maid Takubi. He's a national president, Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria. We're glad to have you on Nigeria today.
Thank you.
Also with me in the studio is Ben Iloanosi. He's the acting MD, Nigerian Railway Corporation, NRC. You're welcome to Nigeria today.
Thank you, Clinton. Good to be here once more.
I'll start with you, Ben. Talk to us about the rail transportation. I know quite a lot of people would have been there to take the free transport. Of course, everybody, we like free things.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So talk to us about it.
Well, first of all, I want to thank Mr. President for this great initiative and the Honorable Minister of Transport, Senator Alkali, for driving it through. It's been a wonderful, I think this is the 11th day. So it started on the 20th. It's going to last till the 5th of January. So this is the 11th day. And so far, there has been a tremendous turnout of people. We've had very good testimonies. People have been thanking Mr. President and the government for this great initiative. In terms of numbers, we've carried so far up until 28, which is when we have our statistics so far, 28th of December that is. We've carried about 140, upwards of 139.40 passengers thereabout. And in terms of our scheduled train services, we projected 266 train services for that period. So from 20th of December to 5th of January, we projected about 266 train services. We've done, as at 28th of December, we've done about 154 train services, which is really 100% of our projected train services up until this, up until 28th. So we maintain our train scheduled services. In terms of reception, it's been great. A lot of, testimonies all over the place. They are loving it, especially with the hardship generally in the country. I mean, it's a great thing to be able to travel for free. So we have the Port Harcourt Aba train service, which is running for free and will run for free up until the 5th. We have the Abuja Kaduna running for free, will run for free up until the 5th. We have the Lagos Ibadan running for free up until the 5th. We have our MTT, what we call the mass transit trains, which is locally within Lagos municipal, if you like. And then we also have the Bala Ahmed Tinubu service, which is again within the local municipal of Lagos, all running for free. And then we have Warri Tabe train services running for free. All of them will run for free till the 5th of January, yes.
Okay, I'll come back to you because there's something I'm really not clear about the numbers. Now, to you, Musa, tell us what it has been like with the road transport.
Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, we appreciate Mr. President. This initiative started last year. If you make a research, there are a lot of presidents first, and I believe such initiative has not come. But Mr. President, you look at the hardship of Nigerians are facing. That's why you make it available to all Nigerians, either you are a Christian or you are a Muslim, 50% up. And we cover the 36 states, including Abuja. There is Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria. There is National Union of Road Transport Workers. There is NATO. There is ALGON and GIG. Share into the country zone by zone. And I believe we have done a very good job for the federal government and Nigerians. Take example in my own site, I have Katsina to Lagos, Lagos to Katsina. I have Lagos to Kebbi, Kebbi to Lagos. I have Jigawa Dutse to Lagos, Lagos to Jigawa. I have Lafia to Lagos, Lagos to Lafia. I have Yola to Lagos, Lagos to Yola. I have Abuja to Abakaliki. I have Lagos to Benin.
Practically all the states in the federation.
No, this is the one allocated to Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria.
Okay.
Each one of us has been allocated in some area.
Okay.
NURTW, NATO, GIG, ALGON. So each one of us has been allocated with some rules.
Okay.
So this one that I'm now explaining to you is allocated to Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria.
Okay.
We have Lagos to Onitsha, Onitsha to Lagos.
Okay, but before I come back to you, on the response, I want then to clarify something. You talked about 149 persons. So I'm shocked to hear that number because I was expecting to hear thousands of people.
I didn't say 149.
Okay, maybe.
I said 134,000.
Oh, because what I heard was 149. So I was wondering.
Let me just put it in context.
Okay.
Let me put it in context
Yes.
for you, right? Over the period, we projected 256 number of trips, train trips, and we projected that we will carry over 340,000 passengers free of charge. So far, this is the 11th day. We've done about 134 ports of 40,000 passengers, commuters, yes, at the moment. And really, it's been quite challenging for us because of the overflow of passengers and all that. And I really want to thank my team, i.e. the NRC management team, and our staff for having done a good job so far. It's been quite difficult for us to manage the crowd. And again, I want to thank the security services. They've been quite helpful, especially in our Regasa route, you know,
before you continue, you talked about overflow of passengers.
Yes.
I understand, definitely, of course, you expect
it's free.
It's free.
Yes.
Everybody wants to enjoy the free, transport. So how have you been, dealing with this overflow? Tell us, do you ask them come back some other time, or how does it work?
You see, I'll break it down for you. So we have this class of passengers that we call joyriders. Because it's free, they'll enter from one station, stop at the next station, come out, enter again, go back to that station and stop. So we've tried to weave that out. We've noticed such trend and such pattern. We've tried to eliminate that. Now, we've obviously increased the number of security personnel that we have at our stations. Now, importantly for us, what we are now trying to do is to make sure that, because each train, each coach has a capacity, right? So in Abuja Kaduna, for instance, the main standard coach is about 88 persons, right, if you like. Now, what we've tried to do now is to manage the numbers within our capacity. We are discouraging standing, just to make sure that we manage it within our capacity, right? The security personnel has been quite good, very helpful. The soldiers too, very, very helpful in managing. You see, as you pointed out earlier on, once it's free, people tend to want to abuse the situation, yes, right? So again, I'm appealing to the masses. I'm appealing to our passengers, the general public, to please be orderly. You were showing some clips earlier on while we were talking, and you could see how crowded the whole place was. And my staff, the management team, they're all involved in it. We were all at the station trying to control crowd. You can imagine that, right? If not for the help of the security operatives and all that. So I'm appealing to our passengers, the general public, to please be orderly. Please be orderly. The fact that Mr. President has graciously approved it to be free does not mean we need to abuse it. And again, one of our major challenges too, especially in that Regasa route, is that some members of the general public, if I put it that way, would go and obtain these tickets free of charge from our website and then start selling it to people. I don't understand that.
And people are ready to pay.
Well, okay, and again, I'm appealing to everybody. It is free. It is free. Don't pay any money to anybody.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Now, Musa, also talk to us. We've had some, we don't know how true it is. Some persons have said, okay, because the government has said 50% off, some transporters now seize the opportunity to increase their own prices arbitrarily. Even though the money has been paid to them by the government, 50%, they still want to increase their own prices and also charge extraordinary for the luggage. So talk to us, what's happening in that regard?
Well, I believe it's not true, because in my own side, we are not increasing 1 pen. Rather would we to even have. Because at time, even as the 50% up, somebody who came, he don't even have the 50%. Yes. And our people used to assist for him to move. And I thank the Minister of Transport for assigning a good people attach with us, because always those that attach with us, they used to control. Even if there is crowd, people will be on the queue, one after another. So for that, it gives us more. It boosts our own workers' morale to know that, yes, the government, they are still looking at them. Let them tie their trousers to make sure they did the right things. Like I told you, some people who, like my colleague said, to abuse the opportunity that the government gives. In everywhere, you must to find sabotage. Yes, but for me, I believe Mr. President, he has done the right things he's supposed to do for the masses. Because it's not easy. 6 vehicles move from Lagos to Yola. From Yola, another 6 vehicles move to Lagos. And the same thing all other places. In fact, a place like Abakaleke and Benin, they even add 9-9. That is my own route. We support 6, but they add 3 because due to the passengers that in that area. And we are on.
Okay, having said that, would you say that the aim of this free transport or the aim of this initiative was achieved or is being achieved?
For me, it's achieved.
Good.
But only what I want you to know, a human being cannot do 100%. In everything, it's only God Almighty Allah can do his things 100%. But as a human being, there is no how you can get. If you get 85% or 80 or 90, you are passed. That is what I believe.
Okay, well, back to you, Ben. Now, I understand that for you to, have access to the train, you have to maybe register online.
Yes.
So, for those that, we are not able to do that, are there ways they can also have access to the train?
Okay, so what we've done is this, right? You either go to the website or our app and obtain the tickets free of charge, right? However, we understand that there are network problems and all of that. So we've created a window for what we call ticketless passengers, right? So what we do with them is they come to the station with a valid ID card. We'll take their details, we'll profile them, validate them, and then allow them to board. But we always have to strike, I mentioned earlier on about the train capacity. So we always have to strike a balance between the people that went online and obtained a ticket free of charge and the people that we carry at the stations, having profiled and validated them. We always have to strike a balance to make sure that we don't overflow our capacity, if you see my point. So these are the 2 ways you can enjoy the free train ride. So either by going online and obtaining the ticket free of charge, or by coming to the station, you'll be profiled, you'll be validated. We have a team of people there to profile and validate these passengers that don't have tickets. And then once they are validated with a valid ID card, it's important to stress that. Once they are validated and checked, they board.
So earlier you talked about these ticket racketeering, people that are into ticket racketeering. Yes. What are you doing to ensure that we nip this problem in the bud? Because it's been an issue.
Well, okay, well, you see, as far as the Nigerian Railway Corporation is concerned, the staff, the management, the union, everybody is clear on what happens to who is caught involved in ticket racketeering. just before we engaged, just before this started, we issued a circular to every member of staff, warning them. Even the union wrote their own circular to their members who are staff, warning them of the implications of anybody caught in ticket racketeering. For the public, we recently arrested somebody, and we, of course, he's going through the laws. I mean, the security, so he's with the security agents, and they're going through the law, if you like. Now, if anybody is caught, I mentioned something earlier on to you that we've caught some people, and I'm talking about the general public. They'll obtain these tickets on free online and then sell. If they are caught, jail. Of course, they'll go through the process of law, and they'll be charged to court, and the legal system will take over.
That's if they are reported, because some persons will just buy and they keep their mouth shut.
No, but we have a way of finding out. Oh. So, when you bought the train, right? Don't forget that you have a ticket, you have a valid ID card. So in terms of either your NIN, your international passport, your driver's license, that must match the name on the ticket. So we've caught them by, once we check, we identify as a third-party ticket. So it wasn't the person that has the NIN, it doesn't match the name on the ticket or something like that. That's a red flag.
Wow. Okay.
And we take it up from there.
Okay. Now back to you, Musa. The initiative, of course, will be ending on the 5th of January. On the 5th of January.
Yes, of course.
Now, what have been, some of the challenges that you've encountered, and you think that, and what do you think should be done to make it better, in the coming years?
Well, we should only give advice for the advertisement. Like in our own site, we make jungle. And we make this jungle to pass through NTA, TVC, Channel, Liberty, and some radio station to create awareness for the passengers or commuters to know in so garage or park such things is going on there. If you are traveling, get there. You will get this 50% off. So through there, we'll be able to touch everywhere in the country so that everybody will be aware. If he just come out from his house, he will just go direct to so place where he will obtain his 50% by Mr. President.
Which is a good thing, because out of the train, quite a lot of persons know that the train is free, and everybody is here. And of course, I've asked what my colleagues have been using it, but that of the road transport, somebody said, really? Are you serious? Is that real? Well, gentlemen, this is where we, draw the curtain on today's episode of Nigeria Today. Very big thank you to Ben Iluanosi, the acting MD, Nigerian Railway Corporation. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us.
Thank you very much.
And also we had Musa Mohammed May Takubi. He's the National President, Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria. Thank you so much for your time and your contribution.
Thank you.
And thank you for being part of the program. Remember, Nigeria Today airs every weekday at 7:30 p.m. on NTA News 24. You can also watch this episode and others on www.youtube.com/NTA News 24 Hub. Once again, thank you for being there. I'm your carrier, Clinton. Goodbye.